Well, good afternoon. Today we're going to talk about something that should make your life a little bit easier and maybe less expensive. We are actually going to talk about chicken waters and chicken feeders. It is not super cheap to get involved in homesteading. It actually can be somewhat ridiculously expensive if you buy all the best, all the new, all of that stuff. Sometimes getting the animals can be the least expensive part, but buying all the supplies can be a little bit excruciating. So I want to talk to you a little bit about how we can make an inexpensive chicken feeder and an inexpensive chicken waterer. As a matter of fact, we're going to do both of those things. First, I want to just kind of show you. I mean, you look here, you look at this feeder, for example. This feeder is only a year old, and it's already coming apart. In fact, we've tried things like putting a rock in here to hold one side up so that we can still put feed in there and make it halfway functional. Yeah, it doesn't matter. No matter what we do, this thing breaks. Not to mention, it's all rusted out and everything else. And I mean, it's a great feeder if you can afford to buy all brand new feeders. This is one of the common ones that you'll probably find. Then we've got this chicken waterer. This is a great water. It works wonderfully. As you can tell, we use this one all the time. In fact, we use it today. But the challenge is, it is extremely expensive. This waterer will run you somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 bucks. So if you want to spend 50 bucks, great. But if you don't, and you want to do something a little bit less expensive, but that works just as well, I've got something to show you. So let's go ahead and start with the feeder. With the feeder, what you're going to need is you're just going to need one of these tubs. One of these rubber tubs, which at the feed store, I think we gave $8.50 for it, brand new. You're gonna need a block of 2x4, about this big, 6 inches or so. You're gonna need a 5-gallon bucket. And I think these are about $6 at Lowe's. So you need a 5-gallon bucket. You're gonna need the bucket lid, which is a couple of bucks also. Okay. You are going to need some wood screws, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. You're only gonna need 2 of those. You're also gonna need a file. And let's see, I think that's about it. I think that's about all you're gonna need. Well, other than the most important part. You're gonna need a drill, and you're gonna need a 2-inch hole saw. So let's go ahead and start with that. Let's go ahead and show you what we're gonna do here. The idea is we're gonna drill, in this case, we're gonna drill 3 holes in this bucket, 3 2-inch holes, and you're gonna go all the way down to the bottom, just above the bottom of the bucket, drill your holes. So let's start with that. The reason that you have the file is you're actually going to use the file just to kind of file off the edges so that those little bits and pieces of blue bucket don't get in your feed and your chickens don't ingest it. Probably wouldn't be too big for them to do that, but anyway, I'll file it all off later. Okay, the next thing you're going to need is you're going to need your piece of wood here. Okay, your piece of wood is actually going to go down inside the bucket. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my assistant for this portion. All right, so the other thing that we're going to need for this is we're going to need 2 about 3/4 inch. And what we're using here are just some self-tapping screws that have a flat end on them. And the very first thing we're going to do, Heather, if you want to help me out with this, is we're going to take this piece of wood and we're going to put it inside the bucket, right in the center. Okay. And I can actually see through the holes, so I can see where the where the piece of wood is so I won't miss it. And we're going to secure it to the bottom of the bucket. So let's attach this baby. Harder to go through than I thought it would be. All right, screwed into the bottom of the bucket. What we're going to do is we are going to take this and we're going to screw it into that wood. So this should be, I'm guessing if we're in the center of those, we should cover it, right? Pressed on. Okay, so we should be able to go in here, right? Okay. This one. Okay. All right. There it is. You got a chicken feeder, or a goose feeder, or a duck feeder, or whatever the various animals that we have out here, turkeys, whatever. But you put the lid on the top, put your food in there, and then nothing's going to crawl up on top of it and poop inside your food. And you got a handy way to carry it. Okay, now we're going to do the easy one, the waterer. This is a piece of cake. All you're going to need for this is your drill and a drill bit. And I have a 5/16 inch paddle bit. It seems like it works pretty well for this. So what you're going to want to do is take your bucket with your lid and put your lid all the way down on it. Okay? You want to take it, you want to stick it upside down in your water tub. Okay? And then what you want to do is you want to take your bit and you want to rest it on your rubber tub. Okay? And you want to angle it down slightly. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm angling this down, and the reason is because the water is going to fill just to the level where this hole is. So if you make the hole too high, obviously it's going to all come over the top of the rubber bowl. But you want to have it down like this. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. Do it again on the other side. And believe it or not, that's actually it. Now, what we do is we're going to fill this with some water, and we're going to test it for you and show you that it works. All right, we're going to fill this up. So we got it filled up to just underneath the holes. Put our top on there. This is where you have potential to get a little bit wet. But you're going to quickly turn this thing upside down and put it in there. Okay? And immediately, all that water is going to start running in. See there? Now, if you want it to go a little bit faster, you can do this. Heather actually said that she might want it to go a little bit faster. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and poke another hole in here and see if that helps. Actually, I might just poke 2 holes in it. There we go. That should help it fill a little bit quicker. There's the finished product. What do you think, Martha? You like that? She likes it. She's not going to be able to get inside there and get it all nasty, that's for sure. Still filling up. It'll be a few minutes before it gets filled up, but Martha and the blue slates love it. It's a success. Ah, the feed is the other thing. This is going to keep them from stepping in it and pooping in it and all that. So, success. Good work.
Good work.